Okay, so I'm back now with word problems. If you haven't already printed this worksheet off, you need to go do that now. So um, what I suggest is you pause the video, go print this off, and then come back and I'll be here. And I'm going to do, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do number 1, I'm going to do number 3, and then I'm going to do number 6 with you. Okay? And then what you need to do is do 2, 4, and 5 on your own. Bring it to class and show it to me, and I'll check you off for your homework grade for this time. So if you haven't got this printed off, pause the video right now, go print it off, and come back. Okay, so in number 1, up here at the top, and I'll pull it down here so you can read it at first. Notice up here it says you had $22 to spend on 4 raffle tickets. After buying them, you had $6. How much did each raffle ticket cost? Alright, so that's what the problem says. If we go back to our handy dandy little list of things, first step is to figure out what your unknown is. What are they asking for in this problem? Well, in this problem, they're asking how much did each raffle ticket cost. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to define our variable. In this case, we'll call it x, but you can use whatever letter you want. So for this problem, x is going to stand for the cost of each raffle ticket. All right. This little statement here is what we call defining the variable. This means we're going to say for this problem, x is going to mean this. What that does, it allows us to write an equation without writing all this cost of each ticket out in that equation. That can get confusing. We're math people, we're lazy, we like to make things as simple as possible. So that's defining the variable. In the second step, what does everything equal? Find a total. Well, here's where I said that the total is not the biggest number. You don't want to jump to this 22 as your total. Read the problem. You start with $22, and after buying your tickets, you're left over with $6. So in this case, everything is going to be equal to 6. Notice also that this 6 is in terms of money. All right, the unit of this number is money. So what that means is everything that I write on the left hand side of this equation also has to be in terms of money. Okay, third step then is to write the other side of the equation using keywords as a guide. So if we come through our equation and we start reading, we're starting, you had $22 to spend. So we start with $22. All right, $22 is in units of money, so we're fine there. We don't have to do anything to it. And then we're going to spend money, so that means we're going to lose money or subtract. And then the only other number left in the problem is this 4 here. All right, 4 represents the number of raffle tickets. So I can't just write 4 there like that, because this is the number of raffle tickets and these other two numbers are in terms of money, so the units are not the same. So what you have to do is multiply 4 by something to make it equal money. And in this case, you're buying 4 raffle tickets. The cost of each raffle ticket we've defined to be x, so we'll say this is 4x. So that's how you would set up the equation for that first one. And then solving this equation, you just do it like a two-step equation. To get rid of 22, we have to subtract 22 from both sides. 22 minus 22 is 0. Negative 4x comes down. And then 6 minus 22 equals negative 16. And then we'll divide both sides by negative 4. So we get x is equal to negative divided by negative is positive. 16 divided by 4 is 4. All right. Notice if we would have got a negative number here, that doesn't make sense. We would have known we did something wrong. So you can kind of double check your answer by looking at what the unit is. In this case of money, you can't really have negative money. You can if you're in debt, but we're expecting a positive number. They're not debting out these raffle tickets. They're going to cost positive money. So if you got a negative number, you would have known you were wrong. Also notice that there's another way to write this. We can't just say that x equals 4. We can say that, to finish that, we can say that the cost of each ticket is $4. All right, that's the way we should answer this problem if we were asked it on like the park or something like that. Okay, moving down the list, let's look at number 3. It's a slightly more difficult problem. It says the cooking club made some pies to sell during lunch to raise money for an end of the year banquet. Notice right away in that sentence, there's nothing in that sentence that tells us anything about how we're going to set up this equation. So in a lot of ways, that is a junk sentence for this problem. Yeah, it's giving us information about the problem, but it's not helping us write the equation. So when we come back through, we can kind of scratch that off and not even bother looking there. Continuing on, the cafeteria contributed 2 pies to the club. Each pie was then cut into 4 pieces and sold. There were a total of 36 pieces